So what am I trying to do? I am trying to change the world for the betterment of mankind. Um, it's 4:45 in the morning. I'm normally up this early, and my mind is usually racing with ideas and concepts of how I can be better, how we can be better, how human beings can be better. Um, Things I think are good ideas. If we could implement them in our lives and in our communities, um, we could simply make the world a better place. Case in point, um, the Light It Up campaign, one of my community-based community initiatives, is a safety initiative. Um, 5 steps to making your neighborhood safer. Matter of fact, all of the Smith Foundation programs have come as inspiration during this morning, um, during this morning process. So I'm trying to make the world a better place. I'm trying to use my platforms, such as they are, to contribute those ideas, that information, that my knowledge, my experience, to making the world a better place, a kinder, a gentler, uh, a more egalitarian, a more equal, a more verdant, a more uh, compassionate, humane place. Um, and to me, that is so easy because all we have to do is just embrace compassion, embrace the golden rule, treat others the way we want to be treated. That's all we have to do. Because the majority of us want to be treated nicely. The majority of us want to be treated with respect, not tolerated, right? It's a difference between being tolerated and being respected. Um, the majority of us, want to fit in and we want to belong to something special. Um, and so all we have to do is decide that we're going to treat everybody the way we want to be treated. That's what we do. Um, And then also the other, philosophy of together everyone achieves more. That there's a team concept. If we can embrace a team concept, that we realize that we're all in this together. And if if Rowlett, the city of Rowlett, does well, guess what? I'm going to do well. If a state of Texas succeeds and thrives, then I'm going to succeed and thrive. If the United States um, succeeds and thrives, then I could go on and on. So doing nothing is not an option. And so if everyone embraced their responsibility and owned the titles that they have, I talk about these things in all kind of content. If you check out some of my other content, I try to broach solutions to these issues, developing coping skills. You know, I know none of this is going to be hard or none of this will be easy, but this is not about what's easy, right? Easy and hard are relative terms, and things that you know how to do, you consider easy. Things that you don't know how to do, you consider hard. So this isn't about what's easy and what's hard. This is about what you're willing to do and what you don't know and what you're willing to learn and what you're willing to do once you learn it, right? That's what this is about. I didn't always know how to change, ball joints on a truck. Before I used to think that was hard. Now I'm just like, I'm changing ball joints on my truck this morning. Um, so what am I trying to do? I'm trying to live out the creed of this country, right? That every person was born with unalienable rights, those being life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Um, that's what I'm trying to do. Now, I'm not succeeding because I don't have a movement. I need you to be a part of this movement. If you're listening to this content, if you're listening to this message, then I need you to do some specific things to move the ball forward. I need you to understand something and understand it very clearly. Evil does not succeed because bad people do bad things. Evil succeeds because good people do nothing. And that's what we see in this country, in America. is we see good people are standing around thinking somebody else is going to do the work. I even, respect to my man. I talked to him last week. We were riding back in the truck, and he said to me, Dave, I'm tired of this. I don't want to do this. Somebody else is going to do the work. When I was talking to him about what we needed to do to push back against all of this ugly right-wing hatred and fascism that is catching fire around the world. Good people know or don't believe in all of this fascism and all of this hatred of immigrants and hatred of other. Real good people don't believe that. But they do think somebody else is going to do the work. And so what you have is you have a small group of good folks trying to fight a small, well-funded, well-organized, well-committed group of fanatics and fascists and right-wing extremists. That's what we've got. And so these folks are well-funded, well-organized, well-committed. They, their hatred is real. And so they are pushing, and we see them winning elections. We see them gaining ground. We see them all over. I saw some information in Europe, how in Poland and in Greece and different places, how these right-wing extremists are literally gaining power in parliaments. And I mean, they're literally flat out neo-Nazis supporting, throwing the Heil Hitler sign and supporting violence and murder in these European countries. But that's again because good people are sitting back thinking somebody else is going to do the work. So my whole point, what I'm trying to do with my content, with my platform, and where I need your help is to work towards that more perfect union. And that's going to mean stuff like owning your titles. What does it mean to be a citizen? It's going to mean citizen reform. It's going to mean investing in a future, not sacrificing for a future, right? It's going to mean all of us, all hands on deck. Everybody's got to be in here doing a little bit. And I'm not suggesting that you spend, 7, 8 hours a week, like I do and spend as much time as me, but I am suggesting you got to do something. Doing nothing is not an option. So I'm gonna hit you guys back with some steps. So let me sit down here and come up with some tangible steps that you can do right now to be part of this movement of consciousness, this movement of engagement. So we can, one, start now, and then two, start to teach our children so that we don't continue to have this, because we're always going to have the battle against good and evil, right? We're always going to have this tension between people who are greedy, people who are selfish, people who are narcissists, people who are egotistical, people who think that they're supremacist over somebody else. Well, let me see. Maybe we won't always have that, but we're going to have it in my lifetime. And so I want to work to create a foundation, to create a base, or to create just a movement of consciousness that we can teach people that is nonpartisan, that is humane, that is about humanity. And so let me put that together and come right back.